Today, we embark on a journey to explore the Egmont Lighthouse, one of the most splendid lighthouses in New Zealand. Positioned at the furthest western point of Taranaki on the North Island's west coast, it stands as a testament at one end of the country. Its proximity to the volcanic cone of Mount Taranaki, also known as Mount Egmont, adds an exceptional allure. We will include the precise location details in the description. Before delving into its enthralling history, we extend our apologies for any mispronunciations that might occur along this expedition. However, we'll ensure clarity by displaying relevant text on screen. Now, let's journey back to the inception of this remarkable tale. The original lighthouse. The lighthouse was built in London in the mid-1800s by Simpson and Company, Pimlico, London. In 1865, the cast iron segments were shipped to New Zealand. The Cape Egmont Lighthouse was first erected in 1865 on Mana Island, near Cook Strait north of Wellington. Ships are confused. The Mana Island Light was often confused with the Pencaro Light at Wellington Heads. It was closed following several shipping accidents. So it was dismantled and taken to Cape Egmont in 1877. Moving to Cape Egmont Lighthouse. In 1881, the tower was dismantled and carried in sections to Cape Egmont. The huge, cast-iron sections would have been ferried ashore by surfboats, then dragged up to the site by bullock teams. Just a few miles away was the settlement of Parihaka, which at the time was the center of a Maori non-violent movement led by Te Whiti o Rongomai and Tohu Kakahi. Delay of lighthouse completion. Using passive, but effective, resistance, the people of Parihaka managed to delay the erection of the lighthouse. In reply, the colonial authorities stationed about 40 members of the armed constabulary at the tower to ensure its completion. Finally, the light shone at Cape Egmont for the first time in 1st of August 1881. For the first 6 months, an armed constabulary was stationed on the first floor of the lighthouse because of the Taranaki land wars. Life at Cape Egmont Light Station. In the early days of operating the Cape Egmont Lighthouse, the keepers were more focused on the presence of armed constables inside the tower than on local matters. They expressed their concerns by writing complaints to the Secretary of Marine, documenting their unease about the situation. However, despite their multiple complaints, the Secretary insisted that the constables needed to stay on the ground floor of the lighthouse. The aim was to encourage cooperation and avoid further trivial complaints. The lighthouse service had a strict hierarchy to prevent conflicts among the keepers, but this system didn't always work perfectly. Some keepers stationed at the lighthouse faced consequences such as dismissal or fines because they refused to follow orders from their senior keeper. They followed a guidebook called Instructions to Lighthouse Keepers, which detailed all their duties, including those of their spouses. Any changes from the set routine required permission from the Marine Department. Whether it was seeking medical help or having guests over, every action had to align with the guidelines in this handbook. It served as their rulebook, ensuring they followed the correct procedures in their decisions and actions. Automatic revolving lens. In 1952, automatic revolving lens fitted with a acetylene burner, with this change only requiring a single lighthouse keeper. It had been intended that a keeper would remain on the station to maintain the property and provide weather reports. However, they were transferred due to staff shortages. Keeper were redeployed. On the 14th of July 1956, the vessel calm grounded off the Cape during a gale. As a result of an inquiry, a permanent keeper was placed back on the station. Keepers then remained at Cape Egmont Lighthouse until the light was automated in 1986. Connecting to mains electricity. In 1951, the lighthouse was electrified by power from diesel generators. It was connected to mains electricity at a later date. When site connected to the mains grid, 1,000-watt lamp was installed with diesel generator for the standby power. New light replacement. The original light was replaced in August 1999 with a modern rotating beacon, illuminated by a 50-watt tungsten halogen bulb. The new light is powered by mains electricity and backed up by battery in the event of power failure. The light is monitored remotely from Maritime New Zealand's Wellington office. Original lens now can be seen in the replica lighthouse adjacent to the Cape Egmont Boat Cloud and Coast Guard building. Details of the lighthouse at present. Constructed from cast iron and originally standing at a height of 20 meters, the Cape Egmont Lighthouse now proudly stands 33 meters above sea level. Equipped with a light-emitting diode flashing beacon, it emits a white flash every 8 seconds, boasting an impressive range of 19 nautical miles, equivalent to approximately 35 kilometers. As we conclude this captivating journey, we urge you to help preserve the lighthouse's beauty by refraining from littering. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, we'd love your support. Please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more amazing content like this. Stay tuned for our next vlog.